Hello and welcome inside the Reds Urban Youth Academy, Field 2 here in Roselawn, Ohio, as the Joes take on the Cincinnati Steam in their final game of the regular season here in this 2022 summer. Luke Westpoley joined by Blake Griffin. Blake, playoffs have been determined, seedings have been determined. We still got one more game to play here at Roselawn, looking to get some guys some final reps and a final tune-up before the playoffs begin in a couple of nights.
Yeah, it's going to be an overall good time. The vibes are up. The guys have already clinched a spot, just looking to keep things rolling in the right direction for the playoffs.
Yeah, so with the result coming out from the Licking County Southern Ohio game, Licking County winning that one by a 12-4 score. This game does not mean anything standings-wise as Licking County has clinched the top spot. The Steam were eliminated earlier today. Would have had a chance had Southern Ohio won that game if they won this one to potentially sneak in the playoffs, but the Steam are out, so this is their final game of the season. For the Joes, they're going to be occupying that 2 seed in the GLSCL South Division Series starting in a couple of nights. We now do have confirmation with that game being over that game will be played at Denison University at 7:05 p.m. on Tuesday, Game 1 between the Joes and Settlers. But we still got a game here tonight. Joes on the road for the final time in this regular season. Give you the Kettering Health starting lineups right now. Batting first and playing second base, Parker Lester. Batting second and playing center field, Andrew Patrick. Nick Wimmers, the designated hitter, will bat third. Steven Stigler will play left field and bat cleanup. Evan Ulrich will catch and bat fifth. Clay Badalak in the sixth spot playing shortstop. Sam Lowe back at third base. He will be batting seventh. Caden Konzak in right will be eighth, and rounding out the order of the first baseman, Cal Brazier. On the mound for the Cincinnati Steam, making his first start of the season, will be Chase Popplewell. He's pitched 10 1/3 innings of relief this year across 7 appearances with a 2.61 ERA, 6 walks, and 11 strikeouts as he looks for a new home this next collegiate season. Pretty good crowd on hand. A youth team honored before the game for a tournament championship here in Cincinnati. One of the best crowds we've seen all season between the Joes and Steam when the Joes are playing on the road here in Cincinnati. Parker Lester going to lead things off. He has been screaming hot as of late. Got the average all the way up to 316 and has really done well out of that leadoff spot. Going to face off against a lefty in Chase Popplewell. First pitch to Parker is low and away for ball one.
Leading off for the Joes.
First pitch, 7:06. Joseph faced a lot of lefty starters as of late. 1-0, swung on and missed on the fastball.
Yeah,
one
crazy.
ball and one strike.
Crazy you've seen that mismatch. Hasn't really mattered much.
Yeah, it is not. But it's just weird. The Joes have faced more lefties than righties lately, which obviously is not something that you normally see. 1-1 to Lester. Down and away on the breaking ball. Popplewell loses his hat. He'll retrieve 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 to Lester. On the way. And it's up high for ball 3. Lester continuing to wait it out. 3 balls and 1 strike. Parker was 1 for 5 in his last time out against the Steam, but did get an RBI and had a single, scored a run that came in the first inning. 3-1, swung on, hit up the middle. One hopped over to short, scooped up on the short by Schneider, over to first. He's got it for out number 1.
Just continues to hit the ball hard. Right at somebody, unfortunately, but just good to see barrels being found at this point.
So 1 out recorded here in the top of the first. Andrew Patrick striding to the plate. Patrick hitting .219. He's been a mainstay in the Joes outfield in the last week or so. First pitch on the way, and it bounces in for ball 1. This field is turfed, which is different. The game was moved to this turf field due to some rain scattered throughout the forecast that may come later in this one. Turf infield with a grass outfield here on field 2. 1-0, foul to the backstop. This field similar in size. It's got the tall field in right, or the tall fence rather in right, 300 down the right field line, 330 and left, 380 to straightaway center.
It's almost a mirror image.
Next pitch, grounded up the left side. It's going to go foul, just to the left of third base. Played by Tyler Thame and Andrew Patrick. Down in the count, 1-2. It's been Lester Patrick Wimmers at the top of this lineup past few games for the Joes. You've seen some shuffling as to what 4 through 9 has looked like, but 1 through 3 very consistent with those 3.
It kind of cracked the code over the last couple of games.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. First strikeout recorded by Chase Popplewell. That'll put 2 down in the inning with the bases empty as Nick Wimmers comes up to the plate. Nick Wimmers now leading this team in average, just 2 points ahead of Casey Fink. Fink hitting .338, Wimmers hitting .340. First pitch to Nick, hit on the ground, left side, right at third baseman Martini. Rainbow over to first, and it's in time. 1 pitch for the 3rd out, and the Joes retired 1-2-3 here in the top of the 1st. To the bottom of the inning we go. No score between Joes and Steam in the final regular season game of the season. Stay with us. This is Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 1st here from Roselawn. No score between the Joes and Steam. Josh Hegeman going to lead off against Dawson Hall. Lefty who takes the mound for the Joes. First pitch from Hall right in there for strike 1 on the fastball. Dawson Hall, the lefty, has both started and pitched in relief for the Joes this season. He's making his 4th start. He's also got 4 appearances out of the bullpen this season. 0-1 to Hegeman, hit on the ground, right side, coming over onto this Parker Lester to his left. He makes the play to first for out number 1. Hit pretty hard on the ground by Hegeman. Good response from Lester out there in the field.
As Lester looked comfortable out there at second, he's almost picked up right where he's left off at third. Not missed a beat.
Yeah, we've seen Lester all over the place throughout this season. Just learned today at Miami that they're going to ask him to catch this season. First pitch finds the top of the zone to Adam Schneider to make it 0-1. Said he catched a little bit in high school, but don't think he's ever caught in college, rather. This one's crushed to deep right field. Going back to the track is Konzak, though, and he's underneath it for out number 2.
Going to be a rather tall catcher, that's for sure, at 6'4".
Absolutely. Tall and lanky.
Number 31, Max.
Max Freese coming to the plate. Best active hitter on this Steam team. .352 average for the Earlham Quaker.
First in the South.
Yes, indeed. First pitch fouled off. Bounces over to the fence right in front of us. 0-1. Both pitchers looking for clean innings after the Joes were retired. 1-2-3. 0-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. Dawson Hall working quickly from the mound. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss down low. Freeze goes chasing, and a dominant strikeout from Dawson Hall to finish off inning number 1. 6 up, 6 down, 3 aside. There's no score between the Joes and Steam as we head to the top of the second. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Four, five, six coming up to the plate for the Joes. Top of the second inning. Pretty fast-moving first between Hamilton and Cincinnati. Steven Stigler average up to 227. Late addition to this Joes team. Trying to break the ice on this one. First pitch, he'll foul. Bounces straight up in the air. Just finishes to the left of the plate where Luke Hewen will snag it in foul territory. No score between the Joes and Steam. Both teams retired 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. Oh-1, dealt in. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Hewen behind the plate. 0-2. Pretty cloudy over us here in Roselawn. As mentioned, in some of the late innings around the 8 to 9 p.m. time, we may see some rain, which is why this game was moved to the turf field. 0-2 pitch, way up high.
Also a little earlier as well, starting at 6:05 to the 7:05.
Yep, the 6:05 start. For the playoffs, there will be 3 7:05 starts between the Joes and Settlers. Obviously, third game if necessary, but all 3 games are scheduled to play at 7:05. 1-2 to Stigler, hit on the ground left side, but foul. 3 hops its way to Tyler Thaman, coach in third. And the first game of that series will be played at Big Red Field on the campus of Denison University in Granville, Ohio. Blake and I will have the call of that one as usual. Can also come on out to support the Joes as they look for their second straight GLSCL title. 1-2 to Stigler, grounder to second. Coming to his right is Miley, and he makes the play 4-3 for out number 2, or out number 1 rather, as he retires the leadoff in Steven Stigler. Evan Ulrich coming to the plate now.
22, Evan Ulrich.
Ulrich forgot the jersey today, so he's rocking 22.
Happens to the best of us.
Maybe he has to keep it if he has a good game, though. I don't know.
Permanently change the number.
Lefty on righty matchup. We'll see what he can do. First pitch is spiked in. The wind continuing to blow kind of out towards left field from home plate.
Good sign.
Yeah, relatively strong. 1-0. Chopped on the ground, and it hit off of Ulrich, so it will be foul. Confused me for a second. That ball was sitting right in front of home plate. Thought it might be fair, but it hit off of Ulrich's foot, it seems. He looks to be just fine. 1 ball and 1 strike to him now. Here's the pitch. This one taken straight in the air into left field. Coming in on it is Christensen, way into shallow territory. And reaching back instead is Adam Schneider, who makes the catch over his head for out number 2. Evan Ulrich going to give a little tap on the glove of pitcher Chase Popplewell, former teammates, as he runs by. That was a weird play. That ball was hit super high. Christensen had a tough time as he had to come way in, and then Schneider ended up backing out into shallow left center and kind of making an Odell Beckham Jr. type catch behind his head. 2 down, nobody on now for Clay Badalak. First pitch, right in there for strike 1.
This went brutal for the Steam Hats, I tell you what.
Popplewell has lost his probably 4 times already.
Heard them talking in the press box at Elder last time we played them. They're just going to start putting straps on the hats.
They're going to put chin straps on them next year. 0-1, fired in, and it misses off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. League switched hat sponsors this year. League is now an outdoor cap league, formerly a New Era league. 1-1. This is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. So, yeah, some teams went with new hat designs. A lot of them stuck with what they had, though, and the Joes were the same. Hats look very similar to what they were last year, the all-black with the script Joes. 2 strikes, or rather 1 strike, called strike 2 on the 2-1 breaking ball to Clay Badalak.
It's a classic design. You know, you got to keep it.
Got to keep it. The Joe Nuxall signature, very intertwined, of course, with this team. 2-2 pitch. Way up high. Badalak gets out of the way. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Clay. Bases empty, 2 outs. No score between Joes and Steam. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Badalak up in front in the breaking ball. Second strikeout for Chase Popplewell across 2 innings. He's now retired the first 6 he's faced in his first start this season for the Steam. To the bottom of the second we go. Joe 0, Steam 0. Stay with us. More baseball on the way. William John will lead off for the Cincinnati Steam in the bottom of the second inning, 0-0 between Hamilton and Cincinnati. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Dawson Hall retaking the mound as the weather forecast continues to look ominous. 0-1, another swing and a miss for strike 2. Now the 0-2. This one laced up the middle, jumping just over the head in the left center field of Clay Badalak, and we've got our first hit and base runner of the ball game. Good piece of 2-strike hitting there from William John.
Exactly what you want to do, especially with Dawson Hall. Working quickly on the mound, just shortening up your swing and pushing it the other way.
In comes Luke Hewen, runner on first, nobody out. First pitch on the way. This one popped up. Right side. Maybe foul territory. Parker Lester calling everybody off. He'll reach back just about a step into right field and make the catch. Pop out for Luke Ewan brings up Hayden Christensen. The runner on first and one out in a 0-0 game. Hall takes a look at first, now deals home. Swing and a miss. Christensen playing in left field. Remember, was listed as a catcher all season. Don't think we've seen him behind the plate at all this year.
I don't think once.
0-1. This one hit out into center field softly. It's going to get down for a base hit. Parker Lester doing a little fake out. Acted like he was going to catch that one to the base runner, William John, but he didn't bite.
You know, half decent deke on that one, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well, it was a good one. If you can't see the ball.
Yeah, fooled me for a second.
Might have broken the bat of John. Made kind of a weird sound, and it hit the ball really softly out there in the center. Really softly hit line drive. But regardless, 2 hits in the inning now for the Steam. Corey Miley up to the plate. First and second with 1 out. First pitch to Miley, right in there for strike 1. Corey Miley in his second year with the Cincinnati Steam. Played with the Hamilton Joes as well a few years ago. Back in 2019. 0-1, this one crushed out into center, but right at Andrew Patrick, who will catch that ball on a line for out number 2. So 2 outs in the inning now as Jeff Butler coming to the plate.
Number 29, Jeff Butler.
First and second, 2 outs. Hall pitching from the stretch. First pitch on the way. Bounces low. Ulrich with the block. Able to hold both runners. Got the runner hung out to dry at first. The back pick, they got him. Miscommunication between John and Christensen on the base pads. Christensen thought they were going. John stayed put on second. And Christensen is put down on the back pick. Smart play by Evan Ulrich behind the plate to retire the side here in the bottom of the second. Steam get 2 hits, but can't do anything with them. Still no score between Joes and Steam. We head to the third on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Top of the third here from Roselawn.
Leading off for the Joes, number 2, Sam Lowe.
Sam Lowe coming up to the plate to face off against a new pitcher for the Cincinnati Steam. Joey Perkins taking the mound in relief after 2 innings from Chase Popplewell. Perkins' first pitch finds the top of the zone or called strike one. Sam Lowe back at third base today. He was really good defensively over there at third in his last appearance there as the Joes moved him. 0-1 outside.
Showed off every reason why he got the Gold Glove at JUCO. He was every bit of what he was built up to be.
So 1-1 pitch. This one hit well out to right field, but now coming in on it just short of the track. Butler reaches up and makes the catch. That ball was slicing all over the place in the air and eventually found the glove of Butler in right.
Looked exactly like a baseball player's golf driver's swing right there. All us baseball players have the same ball flight path off the driver. It all slices.
Caden Konzak coming up to the plate now. Konzak hitting 178 on the year. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch bounced in. So the Steam go from one lefty to another. Chase Popplewell's season with Cincinnati ends on a good note. He went 2 innings, had 2 strikeouts, and no hits or walks. This one grounded on the right side, maybe into the hole. Coming over on it from second is Miley. He'll get there in time for the out. Freeze kind of slipped on first base over there a little bit, but was able to get the touch. And Konzak retired on the 4-3. 8 up, 8 down for the Joes, who still haven't found any sort of offense just yet. Cal Brazier coming to the plate. First pitch to Cal, low and away for ball one. Don't know if you heard our little interlude with Mr. Parker Lester in the box. Go Joe's the message in case you can't hear it. Parker Lester, just such a team-oriented guy. 1-0, grounded up the middle. This might get through. Schneider comes over on it, though, and makes a good play to first. For out number 3, Parker Lester, you'll have to wait another inning. To the bottom of the third we go. 9 up, 9 down for the Joes in a 0-0 ball game between the Joes and Steam. We'll see if Dawson Hall comes back out on the mound. Only 16 pitches through 2 innings. We'll let you know when we come back on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom of the third here from Cincinnati. Reds Youth Academy here in Roselawn. Here at Don Johnson All-Star Field, pardon me. First pitch fouled off by Jeff Butler, who's the leadoff man. Butler had his at-bat cut short in the last inning after Hayden Christensen was backpicked. Dawson Hall is back on the mound for the Joes. As mentioned just before the break, only 16 pitches for him through 2. 0-1 on the way, and it misses up high.
Dawson Hall and Butler having a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a macho off with
back and forth, yeah. 1-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Hall's been very efficient. I mean, the fact that he's only thrown 16 pitches despite giving up 2 hits, very impressive. Shakes a couple off. Hall will nod. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Butler chases up high. Kind of a 90% power swing, it seemed like, from Butler. One of those where you kind of knew you were chasing as soon as you started to go after it.
I mean, Hall's been moving quick, and I think that provides a lot of misjudged swings.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Josh Martini. Hall's had a lot of really good swing and miss stuff today. 0-1, way up high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Calls of Dirty Martini from the Cincy dugout.
It was a pretty good nickname.
Swing and a miss on the 0-1, make it 0-2.
That's top tier. You got to lean into that one if your last name is Martini.
Here's the next pitch, and it'll miss down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Josh Martini now. Hall winds, kicks, and deals, and it misses up high. Full count now to him. Base is empty, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd.
Might be the first 3-ball count we've seen from Hall in all the games so far.
Probably. 0-0 between the Joes and Steam. Joes do not have any base runners yet. 3-2. Just off the plate. Martini works the walk. I don't imagine we're going to see Dawson Hall go too much further. Despite the low pitch count, this may be a day where we see some two-ways or position players pitch, as this game really does not mean a whole lot.
The call was to have guys throw 1 inning apiece, just to kind of throw a pseudo bullpen.
Yep. Top of the order, first pitch to Josh Hegeman, called strike 1. Runner on first now with 1 down. Yeah, the Joes will get 1 off day tomorrow before the playoffs start on Tuesday. It's the 0-1. Before that, we'll get a move over to first, the Dawson Hall special. It's got a very difficult to distinguish pickoff to first base, being that left-hander. He lifts the knee. Now the 0-1 sent in. This one hit out into the gap in right center. That's going to get down and all the way to the wall. We'll see what the sign is. The ball's still at the wall, so getting the wave here is going to be Martini, and the play at the plate is not even close. Ulrich got him by a mile. That ball was picked super quickly off the wall by Andrew Patrick. I don't know what happened out there in the outfield, but that ball was still on the wall, and Martini hadn't even gotten to third. He was rounding third, and somehow he was halfway down the line. That ball was already at home.
He threw up the hands when he slid in.
He had no chance, and he knew it. Everybody just having a laugh around the ballpark. This almost feels like a pickup game.
Almost. It's got that kind of vibe
Everybody
to it.
just seems like they're having fun and just kind of messing around. It's a good vibe here in Roselawn. It's going to be a double for Josh Hegeman, but no RBI, and now 2 outs. This one hit out into left center field, though, and it's going to get down. Andrew Patrick picking it up. Runner going to get waved, and this time it'll score easily. So Josh Hegeman comes in to score on the RBI single from Adam Schneider, and now the Steam do get their first run of the game. It's 1-0.
Just continuing to time up Dawson Hall. Though he's had some good swing and miss stuff, it's been hit or miss sometimes. He's either getting you a big swing here or it's going to get hit.
2 outs, runner on first. Freeze launches this one into center field. Patrick comes in on it, can't quite play it. Has to turn around. The runner getting waved over to third, slides in, and he's safe at third. Freeze gets the single. Tyler Thaman throws the clipboard. He calls time to go talk to base umpire Joe Kimbrough. That was a close play, but I don't know if Tyler Thaman has too much of an argument here. Schneider got the wave. Patrick tried to make a nice sliding play and kind of reached his arm out to catch that one along the ground. As now Thaman going to ask for an appeal to home plate and Austin McCurdy. If this call stands, it'll be runners on the corners with 2 outs as Max Freeze will pick himself up a single. He'll get the single regardless. But they're going to keep the call at what it is. So Schneider over to third. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
But Patrick's just been able to show off the arm the entire inning.
Absolutely. Had an absolute cannon out there from the wall in center to hit the cutoff man and put down Josh Martini at the plate. First pitch to William John is fouled off over our heads.
I was anticipating we were going to get hit on that one, I'm not going to lie.
That one looked like it might land right on top of us. First and third, 2 out, so 1 count to Martini. 1-0 Steam here in the bottom of the third. This one hit on the left side. It'll fly out of play.
If we were to get a pop fly that landed on us, I'm not sure the structural integrity of this tent.
It might go right through.
I would be very concerned that it might
Backstop
just
is
go right through.
very small here on this field. 0-2. Called strike 3 on the breaking ball. John watches it down the plate. That's the third strikeout for Dawson Hall, and he gets out of the third inning here. Only 1 run scored for the Steam. They do take the first lead, though. 1-0 Cincinnati as we head to the fourth. Joe's looking for some form of offense. They got the top of the order coming up to the plate, though. We'll see if they get it when we come back. New pitcher on the mound, and it's William John, the position player, designated hitter out of Cornell. Going to come onto the mound as we're having fun here in Cincinnati. All sorts of fun stuff going on. Parker Lester going to lead things off. He was frustrated as he has to face another lefty, third lefty that comes into this game, third pitcher for the Steam. First pitch to Lester, misses low and in for ball 1. 1-0 Steam on top of the Joes. Lester obviously not liking to hit lefties, being a lefty batter himself, but second on the team in average against lefties. It's the 1-0, finds the inside corner for strike 1, hitting .382 against left-handed pitching this season. Facing a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss up high. I'll tell you, for a position player, though, John looks very good out there on the mound.
He's got good velo. His off-speed looks pretty decent.
Comes from the left side. He's got a very Hopewell-esque delivery with the high leg kick. Comes the next pitch, reached for and poked out into left field. Coming back on it is Christensen. He will make the catch. 4 out, number 1. Hit well to the opposite field by Parker Lester, but the Joes still unable to find that first base runner.
Not for lack of trying.
Definitely not. Andrew Patrick coming up now. First pitch to Patrick. Misses low and away for ball 1. Joes have just seen so much left-handed pitching lately, it seems, as the 1-0 misses upstairs for ball 2.
It's going to be strange to probably see a righty, I'm not going to lie.
At this point, it seems like the last week or so that the opposing teams have almost always started a lefty and brought at least one lefty out of the bullpen. 2-0 on the way. A sword from Andrew Patrick. Swings about 2/3 of the way around for strike one. Here comes the 2-1, and that's way outside. Patrick will watch the off-speed go by to make it 3 balls and a strike. Clouds starting to look more and more ominous every passing minute.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball that time from William John. Moves the count to 2-2. Ideally, you'd like to see this game go at least 5 innings, as there are thunderstorms in the forecast. Swing and a miss on the 3-2 there from Andrew Patrick. Down on strikes from the second time. And I'll bring up Nick Wimmers with the bases empty and 2 outs. Nick Wimmers getting a bat right-handed for the second time. We talked about a couple days ago how good he's been batting in the righty box. Over 100 points better batting right-handed compared to left-handed. First pitch to him, though, misses low and away for ball 1.
Yeah, well over 400 from the right side is just absolutely ridiculous.
Batting .340 on the season coming into today. 1-0, breaking ball outside, or rather called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's tough to see the umpire's strike call from here because his arm goes, it's like blocked by his body. 1-1. Hit on the ground, softly to short. Schneider comes in, picks out of the glove. It's a low throw, but it's picked up by Max Freeze, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 4th. Well, the Joes still have not found the answer. 12 up, 12 down through 4. We'll head to the bottom of the inning with the team leading 1-0. They'll look to add on to that lead when we come back on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom 4 here from Roselawn. Steam leading 1-0 over the Joes. Joes still with no hits through 4, have not solved the 3 Steam pitchers they've seen. Dawson Hall back on the mound. First pitch swing and a miss from Luke Hewen. Hewen 0 for 1 today with a pop out to second base. Now the next pitch swung on and missed. Nice breaking ball there from Dawson Hall. Hall going to probably get his last start of the season today, as he will likely come out of the bullpen at some point in the playoffs. 0-2, just up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We've seen Hall be a guy that the Joes can kind of trust for early to middle relief to provide maybe 3-4 innings out of the bullpen, because he's got some of that starter stamina. 1-2, chopped foul up the left side.
Another arm again working up in the Steam bullpen. I think it's another lefty.
Oh, my goodness. 1-2. This one hit out into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit right in front of Andrew Patrick in left center. Luke Hewen aboard for the first time tonight. Steam with another base runner. Hayden Christensen coming to the plate with a runner on first, nobody out.
24, Hayden Christensen.
Cincinnati 1, Hamilton 0. Christensen got a single his last time up and then was back-picked to end the second inning. First pitch, hit on the ground on the left side. That's through the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit. Long turnaround second base will draw a throw to third that almost got away, but Sam Lowe will stumble into foul territory to keep that one where it is and hold Luke Hewen at second. Hayden Christensen with his second single today. Now they're on first and second for Corey Miley.
And this Steam team is a team that was fighting for their lives until today. So they're still rolling. Rolled through 2 Scouts games where they had to come back a couple times.
Yeah, after they were no-hit by the Scouts, they had a couple of off days. The first pitch reached for, hit on the right side. That's going to get through the Joes infield for a base hit, but it will not get very deep into right, so it'll only advance the runners a base. 3 straight singles for Cincinnati to start the inning. Jeff Butler will come up.
That pitch just the 40th of the game for Dawson Hall.
Jeff Butler.
It's been very, very efficient, as we mentioned. First pitch to Butler, foul to the backstop. Yeah, for Cincinnati, it's a bit of a disappointing end, as if they win this, they'll be tied with the Joes, but they lost the season series already. As the 0-1 swung on and missed, chased down low. So this game does not matter for Cincinnati. They had a chance coming into today, but after the early start, Licking County picking up the win. Because they do not hold the tiebreak against the Joes, but did hold the tiebreak against Licking County, they would have had to be able to force a 3-way tie that would have snuck them into the playoffs. 0-2. This is down low. So for this team, just one final chance to get your last ABs in summer ball before all the guys head off to their respective colleges. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Evan Ulrich. Second strikeout for Jeff Butler. It's kind of a half-hearted swing from him there. And
Number 28, Josh Martini.
1 out now for Josh Martini. Bases still loaded. Steam looking to add to a 1-0 lead. Cal Brazier in a little at first base. First pitch. Breaking ball. Finds the top of the zone for strike 1. Now we're going to get a player coming home. Throw at the plate is not in time. And Tyler Thaman is hot in the Joes dugout. As no time has been called, and now time is called as Josh Martini's tried to go to first. Or rather, Corey Miley's trying to go to second. I really thought that Evan Ulrich was...
I was so confused.
He kind of guarded the plate there. But somehow Hewen able to sneak around it, and the Steam now up 2-0. Runner advances to third. Now they're on the corners with 1 out. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
I'm still flabbergasted.
So Hewen is going to go down in the scorebooks as stealing home. And that'll make it 2-0. 0-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Nowhere to go for Josh Martini. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Dawson Hall. Man, that would have been very ideal with the bases loaded. But instead, they're on the corners with the Steam up 2-0 as the top of the order comes up. Josh Hegeman to the plate for the third time. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. First pitch from Hall on the way, and it misses up high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Del Tome, it's popped up over home plate behind us. So we say that there's nothing to play for here for the Joes, but there actually is a little bit of an advantage in terms of situational play and home field advantage in the championship. 1-1 misses upstairs. So if the Joes were to win this game, they would be 22-16. They cannot catch Michigan, and they cannot catch Licking County. But the Lima Locos are 21-17. So if the Joes drop this game, there would be a tie. And if those two teams met in the championship, it would be a tiebreak to determine home field. 2-1, big swing and a miss. Joes already do not have home field advantage against Licking County, and if they were to win that series and face the Michigan Monarchs in the championship, they would not have home field either. But if they were to face Lima, if they won this game, they'd get home field. If they lost it, it would come down to tiebreak. 2-2, bouncing in the dirt to Hegeman to run the count full. So still a small amount of thing to play for there for the Joes.
Joes are a road team anyway, you never know.
We mentioned, so the Joes are not going to have home field advantage in that first series, as if they were to win this game, they would be tied with Licking County, but Licking County won the season series, which is the tiebreak. But every single game between those two teams, the road team won. Series went 3-2 to Licking County. They won all three at Foundation Field, and the Joes won one game at Heath High School, one game at Denison. And in the 5 games between the Joes and Settlers, the home team did not win a single time. So maybe some good omens there for the Joes. 3-2, high and in, evaded by Hegeman. That'll load the bases. And we've just been told by Sam Muse to our right that the Joes would actually likely hold the tiebreaker, which means that this game means even less, as they would hold it with Lima. Grounder right side on the first pitch from Schneider. Parker Lester makes the play with no problem. And somehow, through all the base runners and a steal of home, only one comes across for the Steam as they make it a 2-0 game heading into the 5th. Very quick moving here from Roselawn. Joes looking to get the offense going as they have come up empty through 4. 2-0 our score. We'll be back in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Two 2-0 our score. Another new pitcher on the mound for the Cincinnati Steam. Jacob Marlowe taking a hill in a 2-0 ball game. First pitch to Steven Stigler on the way, and it misses up high for ball 1. Guess what? Southpaw number 4 on the mound for Cincinnati. Facing off against the righty Steven Stigler. He winds and fires the 1-0 and misses down low. Joes do not have a base runner, so I guess the strategies worked for Alex Dickey and company. Joes have been retired 12 of 12. 2-0, going to miss outside. Got to imagine Stigler's going to be taking all the way here.
Yeah.
We've been told in the break that the rain is about 30 minutes away, so we'll see how much baseball we can get in before that. 3-0 pitch. Down low. 4-pitch walk to start off the day for Jacob Marlowe, and the Joes have a base runner. Steven Stigler aboard.
Perfect game out the window.
Joes now just need a hit.
22, Evan Ulrich.
You would hate to get no hit in a game that got canceled after 5 innings, because that would technically go down as a full game.
And I'm telling you, my phone just said we're getting rain in 10 minutes.
First pitch to Evan Ulrich. This one popped up in the air to deep left center field. Coming back on it, it is caught at the warning track by Josh Hegeman. Looked like just a soft fly ball, but it just kind of carried on Ulrich. Got all the way to the warning track, but just a couple feet short. Almost tied the game with one swing. Clay Badalak up to the plate. We have another lefty in the Cincinnati Steam bullpen.
It seems comical at this point.
First pitch to Clay Badalak is low for ball one. That's Jake Zicka. Lefty at Xavier, one of 2 Musketeers on the Steam roster. 1-0 pitch fired into Badalak. Breaking ball called strike on the top part of the zone. A couple games going on the other fields around the complex as well. Feels like a travel ball type of day.
It does. It's a Sunday, and everybody's at the park.
1-1 to Badalak. Misses down low. Joe's trailing 2-0. 2-1 count to Clay with a runner on first and 1 out. Sam Lowe on deck for the Joes. Marlowe from the stretch. Deals home. This one's crushed high in the air as it's going to die in left field and into the glove of Christensen for out number 2. Pair of flyouts for the Joes.
Tried to deke Stigler out there, threw up the hands, acted like he didn't see where the ball was.
All sorts of tactics going on between these two teams here today. Nothing crazy has happened because of them so far, though. 2 outs now for Sam Lowe. Flew out to right field in his first plate appearance. First pitch from Marlowe on the way. Breaking ball up high. Hewen made a little step to first, but did not throw down. Stigler will walk his way back. One-0 pitch to Lowe. On the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Marlowe.
This might be the earliest I've seen lights get turned on this season.
It is 7:02 p.m. local time, around when most games start. 1-1 to Lowe, called strike in the inside half of the plate. Yeah, if this was in Hamilton, we'd be starting right now. And the lights are already on. Very, very dark here in Roselawn. 1-2 to Lowe. Hit on the ground. Runner went, but it trickles behind home plate. Count remains 1-2 as Stigler will head back. Caden Konzak on deck for the Joes. Finally got the steam over the minimum, but still looking for that first hit. 1-2 to Lowe. Popped up right side. It's going to push out of play. Maybe got into the bullpen of the main field over there on the right side. One ball and 2 strikes to Sam Lowe. Marlowe kicks and deals. This one's flown back behind home plate and out of play. That one probably got it on the field over there on the right side, the main field. Saw the grounds crews attending to that field when we got here. 1-2, runner goes, pitches outside, throw down to second is a good one, and it's not in time. Schneider was running to the dugout. He tossed the ball up behind his back. Thought for sure that he had Steven Stigler, but I guess he got a hand in there. And so the inning is extended. Runner on second now at the count 2-2 to Sam Lowe.
Take a stolen base any way you can, I suppose.
Lucky Stigler didn't advance on that. We've seen that happen sometimes. 2-2. Swing and a miss down low. Tag applied on Sam Lowe, and so it won't matter. Side still retired. Joe's able to get one into scoring position, but still hitless through 5 innings at the plate. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th now with the Steam up 2-0. Just trying to get as much baseball in as we can before the rain comes to play here in Roselawn. 2-0 our score. Steam on top of Joe's. Back with more Joe's baseball in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
You know, those people.
Number 58, Nigel Davis.
Of the 5th inning, Nigel Davis coming up to the plate to pinch hit for Max Freeze with the Steam leading 2-0. First pitch to Nigel, onto the inside corner for strike 1. The pitcher for the Joes is Jacob Hughes, who comes in relief of Dawson Hall. He pitched 4 innings in the start. 0-1 on the way, and it finds the zone again for strike 2. Goes trailing 2-0 for Steam here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, swinging a tip. Got hit in the midsection with that one. A bit of a groan as that one struck him. Looked like it might have hurt, but then he popped right back up to give the ball back on the mound to Jacob Hughes. Count remains 0-2 to the leadoff man, Nigel Davis. Hughes dealing home, fastball down and away. Clouds now fully covering the sky, no blue in sight. Righty on righty matchup, 1-2. Chopped foul left side. Sam Lowe gonna wait on it, but then play it in foul territory. That ball had some weird spin. Thought maybe it had a chance of taking a weird kick and coming back fair.
I have seen that before. Other way, though.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. Up high.
Just missed.
Off-speed offering there from Hughes. Nigel Davis, sophomore out of Reading, Ohio, here in the Cincinnati area. Undecided where to go next year. 2-2, misses down low for ball 3.
Come on.
Nigel Davis, another one of the 3 Reds RBI alumni on this Steam team.
Clay block, throwing in the bullpen.
3-2. Pops out of the glove of Evan Ulrich, and they're going to say missed the outside ball 4. So Nigel Davis, after falling behind 0-2 rather quickly, finds himself working the walk in a pinch hit scenario. And that'll put a runner on first. William John coming to the plate. Apologize that my microphone was off. The first pitch misses outside. Microphone was off that whole first batter. It was Nigel Davis. He went down 0-2, worked all the way back and worked the walk off the new pitcher for the Joes and Jacob Hughes. First pitch, or rather next pitch offering on the way. He's going to catch the bottom of the zone to make it 1 ball and 1 strike to John. Saw John pitch 1 inning on the mound. He's since been replaced. Clay Brock in the Joes bullpen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hughes deals home, swing and a miss for strike 2.
It's interesting you think Clay Brock would start one of the playoff games this week.
Clay Brock may be prepping for a Game 2 start potentially in the first round between the Joes and Settlers. 1-2, high and away to John.
Yeah, we've heard that Lazier's game 1.
Yeah, I'd imagine that he's going to be the starter for the Joes in that game. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hughes pumps the fastball by William John, able to get his first strikeout after he had Nigel Davis up against the wall.
Number 26, Luke Hewen.
Luke Hewen coming up to the plate with a runner on first, 1 away. Hughes from the stretch. Gives pitch number 1. Fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Now quickly, here comes the 0-1. And that time it'll just dive low of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis, a small lead out there on first, but nothing too threatening. Here comes the 1-1. And it misses low and in. 2 balls and a strike. Hewen singled to lead off the last inning. Came around to score, stole home. Two-1 offering to him now. Misses outside for ball 3.
Nigel Davis has not even attempted a stolen base this season. Not a bad time for number 1.
Not a bad time at all. Hasn't seen the Joes too much this year. It's a 3-1. Down and away for ball 4. Davis will move up to second. Hewen aboard for the second straight time. Now here comes Hayden Christensen. First pitch to Christensen. On the way, bounced in. Good pick by Evan Ulrich behind the plate. Ball 1. One ball and no strikes to Hayden. Here's the pitch on the way. Gave a check swing. That'll find the zone. Make the count 1-1. Christensen 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. 1-1 pitch. Hit into right center field. Going back is Konzak to the warning track. He reaches up and makes the grab. Davis on his horse from second to third. He will get in there safely.
Big old dive.
Big ovation from the dugout. Thundering his way down to the third base side. Gave a slide even though he didn't really have to, and kind of almost tripped on the slide and just collapsed onto third base, but looks to be all right. Gave a little smile to the steam dugout. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs as Corey Miley comes up to the plate. First pitch to Miley. In there for strike 1. Framed on the inside corner by Ulrich. Nothing in 1. Here's the pitch from Hughes. And that'll find the zone again on the bottom part for strike 2. Nothing, and 2 to Corey Miley. He was trying to get out of the inning. And pitch up high. And lost a little bit of steam. May have slipped out of the hand of Hughes there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Corey Miley. One-two pitch. Down in the dirt for ball 2. Corey Miley, we mentioned former Joes, playing now in his second year with the Steam. Journeyman, started out at Notre Dame College in Ohio and then went to St. Mary's in California for a year before transferring to Coppin State, where he is now. Was an all-MEAC selection this year. 2-2 pitch, runner goes, breaking ball. Gun down to second base is not going to be in time. His throw is just a little high to get Luke Hewen. That'll move 2 into scoring position and make the count full to Corey Miley.
2 stolen bags now for Ewan.
Catcher moving down the base paths. Second and third, 2 outs. Righty on righty matchup. Full count to Miley. Here's the pitch. And it's bounced in. It gets by Evan Ulrich. Late reaction from Davis. He's not able to go. He'll have to go back to third. Miley works the walk. He's aboard for the second straight time, as Hewen was just a couple at-bats ago. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs, with Jeff Butler coming to the plate. Jeff is 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts.
We had a tent fly to our right. We got a little scared. Good thing Sam Hughes, locking down our tent.
He's keeping it anchored. Jeff Butler was hitting 048 coming into this one. One of your NAIA guys, Blake.
Yes, indeed.
Out of Goshen College, Goshen Maple Leafs. First pitch to him, down low for ball 1. One of the cooler names and color schemes. The purple for the Maple Leafs. 1-0 in there for strike 1. Wind is ripping right now.
As the foremost authority on this broadcast of NAIA baseball, I did not know where Goshen was. I'm not going to lie.
It is in Indiana. Swing and a miss up high on the 1-1. One-two pitch on the way. Called strike 3 in the bottom part of the zone. And Jacob Hughes escapes. And it's a 0 on the scoreboard for him in his first inning of work. The Steam leave him loaded. To the top of the 6th we go. Joe's trailing 2-0. Back for more in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Top of the 6th inning here from Roselawn. Luke Westpoli, Blake Griffin alongside with a special guest in our broadcast crew, Grant Miller, joining us.
Hey guys, it's Grant Miller here. Glad to be here. We're on the Joes.
So Grant, first player to join the broadcast this season. Caden Konzak going to lead off for the Joes, trailing 2-0 to Cincinnati here in the top of the 6th.
Caden, very good ball player. Toledo, let's see what he do here. Sorry, there we go. Gotta bring the mic closer to my mouth.
Bring the mic a little closer.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, we haven't media trained him.
But Caden, step in the box. See what he gets here.
New hill for Cincinnati. It is Jake Zicka that we mentioned, the redshirt freshman out of Xavier, who was in the bullpen last inning. First pitch, big cut and a miss from Konzak for strike 1.
Any insight on the amount of lefties? Is it an inside joke? Or are they just chucking lefties?
I think they're just chucking lefties. I mean, they're out of it, so they're just going inning by inning. Oh, I got him.
Caught him on the elbow, and Caden Konzak is aboard for the Joes, just the second base runner. That'll bring up Cal Brazier. Joes have got the steam 2 over the minimum now here in the top of the 6th, but still hitless. See if Cal can change that.
I'm seeing a fastball right here for Cal.
Seeing fastball for Cal.
I think he's going to do some damage right here.
Some big damage.
Pull side hitter, and
the pull side and the wind's blowing out for him too. First pitch to Brazier.
Oh.
Big swing and a miss for strike 1 at the bottom part of the zone.
I think he heard you.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting the exact same pitch here. He was a little late on that.
Runner on first, nobody out. 0-1 to Brazier. Zicka will come set. Here comes. This time it's up high, and it finds his own for strike 2. Looks like he went with that fastball again. Maybe had a little bit of break on it, but not too much. Brazier down 0-2 here. Top of the order on deck for the Joes. Parker Lester. Runner goes. Swing and a miss from Brazier. Throw down to second's a good one at 1 hops, but no tag will be able to be applied on Konzak. Brazier down on strikes for the first time. But now a runner in scoring position for the Joes. With the top of the order coming up to the plate, Parker Lester will dig in. He's 0 for 2.
Advance the runner, one way or another.
Just advance him.
Thanks to Caden's speed.
Caden's a big, the MAC guys on this team just have so much speed, Grant. All the Mid-American Conference guys, they just carry this Joes team, don't they?
We love to run, that's for sure.
They love to run in the MAC. Got a MAC guy on second, MAC guy in the box, MAC guy in the broadcast booth. 2 MAC guys in the broadcast booth, though I don't play. Parker Lester, the Miami Red Hawk. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch offering from Zika.
Big odd man out here in the broadcast booth, I guess. Shoot.
Yeah, Blake's an NAIA guy. We got his NAIA reference in last inning. 0-1 to Lester. Joes could really use their first hit of the ball game here. This one's fouled straight back into the screen. Screen is above the fence directly behind home plate, but does not extend out around the sides. And even that screen is not very tall. You can tell this field was not exactly intended for collegiate play. But you gotta do what you gotta do. 0-2 count to Lester. Huge lead for Caden Konzak. Breaking ball, swinging bunt up the first base side. Picked up. The throw over to first is a high one, but it's in time. Konzak moves to third. It's going to be a 1-3 put out to take Parker Lester off the base paths. But now it'll put a runner on third as Andrew Patrick comes to the plate. 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
Now, if it gets to it, right, we ran out of pitchers for today, what position player would you like to see most on the mound?
Clay Badalak. That man can deal. I know he's been up to 90, the good off speed. I mean, he just comes off the mounds like a position player. So a bunt, weak base hit, weak ground ball. He's going to be there.
First pitch to Patrick will miss for ball 1. Yeah, we've seen him pitch a couple of times, and he's looked good. The couple of position guys that the Joes have thrown this season have all really looked good on the mound. They haven't looked necessarily weaker than any of the POs we've seen. 1-0, this one driven by Patrick. Down the line in left field, coming over on it, reaching up and making the catch at the warning track is Hayden Christensen. And that will retire the side here in the top of the 6th. Another base runner, another man stranded for the Joes as they're still searching for that first hit through 6. Grant Miller, thank you for joining us in the broadcast booth. We appreciate the insight.
It's an honor.
Yeah, we'll let you head back to the dugout for now. Enjoy the company of your guys in the final regular season game of this season. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th here. Joes and Steam. Steam on top 2-0. Back in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Clay Brock going to take the mound for the Joes here in the bottom of the 6th. Steam leading 2-0. Josh Martini up to the plate. First pitch from Brock on the way, and it finds a zone from the righty for strike 1. Jacob Hughes goes 1 inning in relief, walked 3, struck out 2, did not give up any runs or hits. 0-1 to Martini, foul to the backstop. Somehow, some way, the rain's still holding off for the moment. We're just kind of teetering on the edge, it seems. Joe's got to at least get a hit, though, hopefully. 0-2. Called strike 3. Beautiful breaking ball. Puts Martini down on strikes for the 2nd straight time. Back to the top of the order. Josh Hegeman striding in to some Katy Perry. Hegeman is 1 for 2 today. Reached base in his last 2 times up. Walked in the 4th. First pitch from Clay Brock on the way. That'll find the zone for strike 1. First time Hegeman has seen a righty. He and Adam Schneider, last 2 batters to face Dawson Hall. 0-1. This one hit in the air left side. That's going to get out of play as it pushes and gets beyond the fence toward the parking lot and left.
We saw that parking lot. I should have just parked there.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I might not want to risk my car window.
You could park a decent amount of way behind a tree.
0-2 chased. It got a foul tip piece from Hegeman.
I'm going to be honest. I think he hit that one off the bounce. I think he cricketed that one.
You a big cricket fan, Blake?
They take too long.
I've made many attempts to understand it and just haven't gotten over that hump yet. 0-2 bounces in. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The highlights are cool.
The highlights are incredible. Some of the plays I see cricket players make
because they got no gloves
are unreal. Yeah, barehand catches out in the field. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Clay Brock. Really commanding well on Hegeman. Clean so far for Clay. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Exactly what we thought we were going to get from Clay Brock. We weren't really expecting anything different out of the bullpen.
Yeah, with the Joes down 2-0, you could really use some momentum. Clay looking to be providing that right now. Adam Schneider is the batter. 1 for 3 today. First pitch on the way, and it's just low despite the framing efforts of Evan Ulrich. Schneider and Brock, future teammates. It's the 1-0. Dealt in. That'll find the zone. Fastball in the bottom part, 1 ball and 1 strike. Both transferring into Northern Kentucky. Adam Schneider from New Mexico, played for the Lobos. And Clay Brock from Central Michigan, played for the Chippewas. 1-1, swing and a miss. Onto the outside corner on the breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Could have had a trio. We started Wimmers.
Could have.
A whole Norse
transfer group. 1-2. Chased, swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Clay Brock as he comes in and commands things in the bottom of the 6th. Joe's with a chance to maybe feed off some momentum, finally get that first hit they've been looking for so long when we come back. Top of the 7th on the way from Roselawn when we return on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Top of the 7th, New Hill. Take a guess which way he throws from. 6th lefty of the game entering for Cincinnati. It's William Stoltz, the Miami Hamilton Harrier out of Fairfield, Ohio, to face off against Nick Wimmers. 2-0, Steam leading the Joes. Hamilton with a pair of base runners as Steven Stigler walked. Caden Konzak was hit, but still no hits today. Righty Wimmers rarely gets out, as we mentioned.
Yeah. They went from never to rarely because he's been over 2 today.
This one hit well out into right center field. Coming over, though, is Hegeman, and he'll make the catch right in front of the wall. That ball was hit on a line by Wimmers. He was due, but Righty Wimmers comes up empty for the 3rd time. Steven Stigler coming up to the plate now.
Number 31.
Base is empty, 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
My pen's died. Oh, no. Sad day.
Sad day. First pitch way up high to Steven Stigler. Tyler Hudson looks to be making his way out to the Joe's bullpen.
Get his inning of work.
Now the 1-0 will miss up high as well. Maybe Stigler looking to work his 2nd walk. We saw him pitch an absolute gem, Tyler Hudson, in the reverse start on July 20th, 4 days ago against Xenia when he went 6 innings in relief of the starter Shea Hendrickson. 2-0, swung and fouled to the backstop. Make it 2-1. Gave up just 1 run that came in the final inning off of 4 hits, none, and struck out 5. Going to be a mainstay for the Joes in the playoffs, it seems. 2-1, breaking ball in there for strike 2.
Yeah, everybody just getting the work today. It's been good.
It has been on both sides, really. 2-2 on the way. Misses outside and high to make it 3-2. On a normal day, you look at just how the Joe's pitchers have been performing, and despite giving up the 2 runs, some of the things they've been able to get out of, and you think you're probably winning this game. 3-2, swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Stigler will go after it and can't catch up. 2 outs now as Evan Ulrich comes to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day.
Now playing second base for Steve.
Sounds like the rain has started. Maybe starting to sprinkle here. First pitch to Evan Ulrich, pumped over the plate for strike 1.
Evan Ulrich.
We'll see how fast or how long they let the rain stay here at the park before delaying or even calling the game.
0-1 on the way, and that bounces away from Hewen behind the plate.
Because honestly, we've steamed through this game.
Yes,
No pun
we have.
intended.
We are in the top of the 7th already.
Hour and a half-ish. Oh, I felt the rain too. Shoot.
Here comes the 1-1 to Ulrich. Spiked in. Ulrich swings and misses at it, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him now.
The problem with the wind is it's going to start raining sideways, and the 10's not going to matter.
It's not gonna keep us covered. 1-2 the count to Ulrich. Here's the pitch. Way up high.
Change the eye level.
Good play by Hewen to catch that one. Just protect the umpire's head. Nobody on. Joe's trailing 2-0. Evan Ulrich looking to give them their first hit. The count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Foul back and out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes. Stoltz winding slowly. Here's the pitch, and it's up high for ball 3. On deck for the Joes is Clay Badalak. Three balls and 2 strikes to Ulrich, and the pitch is bounced in, ball 4. Joes have their third base runner of the game.
A running theme that Sam Muse does.
We got a call out, yeah.
Prophesize a lot of things.
He said Evan gets on with a walk here, and Clay's going to tie it. And Badalak turned around and nodded at him, so I think it's going to happen. Out in right field, Butler shifted a little more towards center, not playing quite down the line pull side, so we'll see if he can do anything with that. Stoltz will step off and not even really pump fake, just kind of chicken wing the shoulder. 2 outs and a runner on first for Badalak. First pitch, up high for ball 1. Sam Lowe now on deck for the Joes. As the rain now coming down a little bit.
Just keep the wind away.
1-0. This one driven out into left field, but right at Hayden Christensen, who makes the catch for out number 3. And the Joes still empty through 7. They got 6 outs to work with to try and get back into this game and try to not get no hit. But first, they'll have to try and keep this lead at what it is. Time to stretch here in Cincinnati. Bottom of the 7th on the way with the team on top, 2-0. Rain has begun to fall in bunches here as we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Most of the crowd still toughing it out here from Roselawn. Tyler Hudson taking the mound. First pitch swung on and missed by Nigel Davis for strike 1. Steam leading 2-0. Currently have the Joes no hit through 7 innings. And they've used 6 different pitchers in that span, all lefties. Tyler Hudson taking the mound with significant innings pitched. Hudson is probably the second, or rather, yeah, the second highest, or second best in terms of ERA on this Joes team. 1-1, hit on the ground right up to Hudson, and it hit off the foot, actually, of Nigel Davis, so it'll be foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him.
We will see how Hudson is able to kind of work his way through the wet turf because there's no spikes in this field. So I don't see any studs on it, so he's not wearing molds. I think he's wearing just tennis shoes.
1-2, swung on and missed. Looked very comfortable there on the fastball.
Slipped, though.
Slipped a little bit, but solid pitch regardless. 39th strikeout of the season for Tyler Hudson, who's making his 10th appearance. And there's now 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to William John. Hit hard on the right side past a diving Parker Lester into right field for a base hit. John now 2 for 4. Lester taking a look at the glove. Give it a slap, wondering where that one found its way through. He was really close to getting that one as it was hit hard on the ground, but just got by him.
He's just enjoying the rain. Just taking it in.
Playing baseball in the rain when it's 90 degrees out probably isn't the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all.
Might help you out a little bit. It's cooled down since first pitch, but still pretty comfortable in terms of temperature. Runner on first, 1 away for Luke Hewen. First pitch called strike 1. Hewen is 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single and then walked his last time up. 0-1 pitch. And that'll find the bottom of the zone. Really good frame behind the plate by Evan Ulrich. Will make the count 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the way. And this one's fouled off. Bounced right behind home plate. Now over to the Steam dugout it goes. Count remains the same.
Very interested in the safety of a wet mound as well. Because Tyler Hudson is pushing off of that back leg, and he's gaining about an inch or 2 towards the plate.
Pitch it from the stretch. Another 0-2 to Hewen. Again fouled off. Hits the body. Hewen trying to maybe get that average as close to 300 as possible. He came in at 290 and he's 1 for 2. Maybe if he is able to get a hit here, he might get another chance, although probably not to hit in this game. Hudson readying for another 0-2. Here it comes. This one popped up right side. Quick move. Razier going to float over to the right side, but it'll get out of play. Razier turned around on that one, thought maybe it might stay in, but too far beyond the reaches of the field. Count still 0-2. Hudson deals home. This one hit on the ground to the third base side. Lowe makes the play 5-4. Lester over to first. It is in time. It's a 5-4-3 double play. Tyler Hudson facing just 3 batters in his first inning of work here in the bottom of the 7th. To the 8th we go. Joe's looking for their first thing in terms of offense. When we come back, we'll see if they can get it. Bottom 3 in the order due up for Hamilton when we return on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Sam Lowe coming to the plate here in the top of the 8th. Steam leading 2-0 and a rather odd middle of the 2 innings. Grayson Phillips taking the mound. First righty the Joes are going to see. First pitch is spiked in for ball 1. The between inning break was extended as Phillips slipped probably 3 or 4 times in a row throwing his warm-up pitches, so he went to the dugout and changed shoes. That time he'll snap the glove in the zone for strike 1. Joe's still looking for their first hit. They've had a base runner in each of the last 3 innings via 2 walks and a hit by pitch, but nothing has found the outfield just yet. 1-1, hit up the middle. This will skip through. Schneider able to play it on the short hop. High throw, beats out Sam Lowe by just a step.
Now, I know sports science did the thing about no sliding, but if the turf is wet, they didn't test
Does
that
that
one.
speed you up?
They didn't test that.
It's a little slip and slide action for Sam Lowe, maybe.
Maybe you gain another mile an hour. You never know.
Caden Konzak up with the bases empty. 1 away. Grayson Phillips coming in for William Stoltz, who pitched 1 inning. Walked 1, struck out 1, did not give up any runs or hits. First pitch for Konzak, hit in the air to left field. Christensen underneath it, reaches back and makes the catch for out number 2. And the Steam now inching closer. Konzak down for the 2nd time. Cal Brazier coming to the plate. Joes could use a Brazier bomb. Had one in the last game. Went 1 for 4 with a home run in the game a couple nights ago against Cincinnati.
Shoot, I would just take a Brazier knock at this point.
First pitch to Cal. Big cut and a miss for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in the 6th. That was his last time up. Here's the 0-1. Again, foul tipped straight back into the glove of Hewen. Brazier down 0-2. Phillips pitching from the stretch here with nobody on. 0-2 count, 2 outs to Cal Brazier with the bases empty. Here comes the pitch. This one popped up right side. It's going to get over the lights and out of play. Rain continuing to fall here, but no thunder just yet. Nothing in 2 the count to Cal Brazier. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tipped into the glove behind the plate of Hewen. It's a strikeout to end the inning from Grayson Phillips, and the Joes still nothing through 8. To the bottom of the 8th we go. We'll see who we have on the mound. Shea Hendrickson coming out of the bullpen for the Joes. Looks like he's going to pitch with his team down 2-0. Back in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 8th here from Roselawn. Cincinnati leading Hamilton by a 2-0 score. Shea Hendrickson taking the mound for the Joes in relief of Tyler Hudson. 5th pitcher the Joes are now using in this game. Hendrickson, the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagle, taking the mound to face off against Hayden Christensen. First pitch is foul to the right side, foul into the fence. Foul to the right side, foul.
Descriptive.
Descriptive.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you got that through your head. 0-1. Fastball down low. Steam so far with 2 runs off of 9 hits. 0-1. Hit up in the air behind home plate, out of play. Christensen's got 2 of those hits for the Steam. Flew out to right his last time up. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Or rather the 1-2. Christensen choked up on the bat. Hendrickson takes a breath. Here's the 1-2. It's a high breaking ball. Didn't quite fall down enough. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We are here in this bottom of the 8th, but I think all eyes right now on the top of the 9th for both sides. 2-2 bounced in, and the count is full to Christensen.
We're just about to hit the 2-hour mark. We're 5 minutes away from 2 hours.
Flying through this game. 3-2 pitch from Hendrickson on the way. Chopped left side of the infield. Low going a long way from third onto
Woo!
first. Great play for out number 1.
That's the shortstop in him right there.
The Gold Glover, Sam Lowe. Talked to him before the game, said he liked playing third base, and he predicted that he was going to be put in the lineup today again at third base because of his performance last time. Indeed, he was.
Number 27, Corey Klingenbeck.
And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Corey Miley. As Corey Klingenbeck, I believe, actually came in as an offensive substitution in the last inning. So he will hit for Corey Miley.
Oh, brother, he's not on my roster.
First pitch, just atop the zone. Now the 1-0 misses down low for ball 2. Corey Klingenbeck, brother of Kyle, who's going to be a teammate of a few players around this team at NKU. Corey played some JUCO ball and is now transferring in to the University of Cincinnati. 2-0 pitch, hit on the right side. That's into right field on the ground for a base hit. Corey Klingenbeck able to be the first base runner off Shea Hendrickson. That'll put a runner on first with 1 out.
29.
As Jeff Butler comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Eyeing down that golden sombrero.
Yep, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Two 2-0 Steam lead. First pitch, low from Hendrickson for ball 1. Hendrickson pitching from the stretch now. Runner goes. Great jump. No chance for Evan Ulrich. Not even going to throw down. Klingenbeck with the easy bag steal. He almost went too early on that one where you think had Shea Hendrickson known he was stealing, would have been able to pick him off. Instead, that pitch going to miss high and in. 2 balls and a strike now to Jeff Butler. But Klingenbeck will move into scoring position with the stolen base. Runner on second now for the Steam. 2-1. Up high for ball 3.
That's Klingenbeck's second stolen base of the season. Another catcher-esque guy.
3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. Butler aboard for the first time. And now Josh Martini, the 9-hitter, coming up to the plate.
Number 28.
He is 0 for officially, but did walk. Was thrown out coming home in the 3rd. First and second, 1 out for the Steam. First pitch, right down Broadway, strike 1. So again, the Joes will be back in action in a couple of nights as they'll have the day off tomorrow. They will head to Denison University to take on the Licking County Settlers on Tuesday. This one's popped up right side out of play to run the count 0-2. It'll be a 7:05 start in Game 1 of the GLSCL South Division Series between the Joes and the Sets. Then they'll be back at home on Wednesday for Game 2. Game 3, if necessary, will be on Thursday All 3 games, 7:05 starts. 0-2, this one hit on the screws left side. It's going to die, though, into left field, getting waved around third and coming home. Klingenbeck will score easily. Butler stopped at second. It's an RBI single for Josh Martini, and the Steam have extended their lead. It's now 3-0. Top of the order coming up. Josh Hageman is 1 for 3 today. Had a double in the third.
Number 6.
Walked in the fourth, struck out his last time up in the sixth. First and second, 1 out still for the Steam, who've now made it 3-0. First pitch, snapping the glove, catching the corner of the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, dealt in. This one hit on the ground in the middle infield. It's going to get through Clay Badalak. Runner going to get stopped at third. Good throw home out there in center by Andrew Patrick. Back-to-back singles for the Steam now as Hageman able to put that one between the Joes and the middle infield on the ground. Adam Schneider up to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Schneider.
We saw Dawson Hall kind of worm his way out of this scenario earlier in the game. Did give up 1 run, though, on the steal of home. First pitch up high for ball 1. Steam are not warming up anybody in the bullpen. 1-0 pitch. Misses down low for ball 2. So likely going to be Grayson Phillips coming out for the 9th. Retired the Joes in order in his first inning in the 8th, including a strikeout. 2-0 pitch. Finds his own. This one barreled out into center field. Andrew Patrick floating towards the right center gap, or rather left center gap. He'll make the catch. We get a bluff and a great throw as that'll force Butler back. So probably would have been out at the plate. Out number 2 recorded by Andrew Patrick and the Joes. Base is still loaded with 2 down, and Hendrickson maybe looking to keep the damage at 1.
Yeah, Andrew Patrick just having a field day today out there in the outfield, letting his arm hang,
Nigel.
showing enough to anybody who will give him the chance.
Nigel Davis going to get his 3rd plate appearance. First pitch to him, right down the middle for strike 1. Davis is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Pinch hit in the 5th inning for Max Freeze, who went 1 for 2. 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. To Davis, grounded left side but foul. Hit hard on the ground. Davis was hitting .214, but only had 7 appearances coming into this one. Only 14 ABs for him on the season. Facing another 0-2, here it comes. Up high. Thought about it, but was able to hold up. 1-2. Rain seems to have lightened up if it has maybe even stopped. 1-2 inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hendrickson's pitch on the way. Fouled up in the air and out of play behind home. Count remains 2-2.
The pitch number 30 for Henderson here in this inning.
To Davis with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Hendrickson still going from the stretch. Here it comes. Breaking ball down low, and the count is full.
Absolutely great set of eyes for Davis there. That was a strikeout pitch if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, the breaking ball started in the middle of the zone and just finished down the dirt. Runners go, and the pitch is low, ball 4. It'll walk in a run as Butler comes in to score. Martini to third, Hegeman to second, and a nice walk there for Nigel Davis. Good at bat for him. Works his way back from 0-2 for the 2nd time to work a walk. And it's now 4-0 Steam. William John up to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Base is still loaded here with 2 outs.
51, William John.
First pitch to John. Up high for ball 1. John is 2 for 4. A pair of singles with a pair of strikeouts in between. Called strike 1 on the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saw John pitch earlier in this one as well. Got 1 inning. Called strike 2 on the breaking ball there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hendrickson looking to get out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball
Beautiful
just
spot.
off the outside corner. That'll move the count 2-2 to John. Hendrickson kicks and deals. This one hit on the ground right side. Going to be a tough play. Lester able to keep it in the infield, but it got out of his glove. It's actually going to squirt into the shallow right and score 2 runs. It'll be called a base hit. Both Lester and Brazier came over on it. Lester made a diving play, but Brazier was well off first base. And so with nobody covering first and the ball just sitting in the shallow outfield grass, 2 Steam players able to come home. And the score now 6-0 Cincinnati.
Getting 2 RBIs on that. And probably the most unorthodox way to get them there for John.
So John goes 3 for 5. Now the first pitch bounced in. It's going to get by Ulrich. Hewen will watch it squirt between Ulrich's legs. Second and third now as the runners both advance. Hewen, the 9th man to bat in this inning. Ended the last inning for Tyler Hudson by grounding into a 5-4-3 double play. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one lifted up, right side, tracking toward the fence. Brazier over all the way to it, and he makes the catch. He may have had to reach a little over the fence on the right side to make that play, but the big man, Cal Brazier, gets it done. And 9 batters, enough for the Steam in this bottom of the 8th. Well, it's the top of the 9th, final inning likely of the Cincinnati season, and they've got a no-hitter on the line. It's probably going to be Grayson Phillips, who's going to have to try and keep it that way with the top of the order coming up for the Joes. Big inning when we come back, top of the 9th on the way from the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Top of the 9th, top of the order coming up for the Joes. 6-0 our score. Cincinnati has extended out this lead over Hamilton, but a no-hitter is on the line. Joes with 3 base runners in this game, 2 walks on a hit by pitch, but no hits so far. Grayson Phillips back on the mound for Cincinnati to try and close it out. First pitch from Phillips on the way, and it's high over the head of Hewen behind the plate. Ball 1. Nick Wimmers came racing out of the dugout to try and go get that ball, even though it was nowhere near him. 1 ball and no strikes to Lester. Wimmers is due up in the hole in this inning. Here's the pitch. Up high for ball 2. Lester finally getting a hit against his righty. He's been begging for all game. Here comes a 2-0 offering, and it's bounced in for ball 3. You get the green light on 3-0 here?
I would. I'd give it to him.
This may be a good time to try and break up a no-hitter if you know
Probably
you're going to get a good pitch here.
Best pitch you're going to get.
Yeah. Here comes the 3-0. He did indeed get the green light, but he fouled it back.
Just missed it. Wimmer successful that time.
Went and got the ball. 3-1 the count to Parker Lester. Here is the pitch. This one lifted up, pushing towards the left side. It's out of play.
Took a branch with it.
Came down hard through the tree.
Hopefully no squirrels.
Lester's got the count full on him now. 3-2. Phillips kicks and deals. And the pitch is low for ball 4. Lester watches it go by and he works the walk. He's on board for the first time tonight. Now Andrew Patrick coming up.
Number 8, Andrew.
Now, we saw 7 in the first inning the last time we saw these two play from the Joes. That 7th inning, 9th is not out of the realms.
Not out of the question. It's a good way, good part of the order to start with the Joes. Andrew Patrick coming up, runner on first, nobody out. First pitch on the way. Foul to the backstop. Joes are going swinging. They know what's at stake here. They want to break up that 0 in the hit column here in the 9th. Still yet to get that perfect pitch they've been looking for, though. Oh, 1. Breaking ball hit high in the air. Couple players converging on it. Coming back from second and making the catch is Klingenbeck in right center.
Would have been a cheap way to get the first hit anyway.
That's out number 1. That ball was put in a good spot in kind of the Bermuda Triangle area, but just a little too high for it to be anything really to worry about on the Steam side. 1 out now with a runner on first for Nick Wimmers.
Number 24, Nick Wimmers.
Joe's looking to chip into a 6-0 lead here, but most importantly for pride, it seems, before the playoffs to get their first hit of this game. Phillips nods. Lester on the move. First pitch is down low. Throw down to second is not going to be in time. Lester overslid the bag, but Schneider came too far across second and was not able to tag him. Lester swipes the bag at second. So a runner in scoring position now. Nick Wimmers could maybe get an RBI, add to his total. They're shifted on him a little bit here. So that next pitch in there for strike 1. Looked like Hewin was maybe thinking about trying to pick over to second, but nobody was covering, so they'll just keep it in the hand. Give a pump fake. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to Nick Wimmers. Righty on lefty matchup to the switch hitter. First time we've seen Wimmers hit lefty, I believe, tonight. Indeed. 1-1. Low hit on the ground, left side, into the glove at third base of Martini, and he makes the play over to first for out number 2. Lester unable to advance as Martini looked him back, and the Steam are now just 1 out away with Steven Stigler coming up. Stigler is 0 for 2, but was the first base runner in this game for the Joes. So he had a walk. Righty on righty matchup. Phillips pitching from the stretch. First offering on the way. It's bounced, and it gets away from Hewin. Lester going to third. Takes a hard round as there's nobody covering home, but Phillips caught on and started making his way there as well. So Lester will stay back at third base for now. One ball and no strikes to Steven Stigler. The pitch. Fouled back and over the backstop, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Runner on third, 2 outs. And runner is Parker Lester, who walked. Steam have walked 3 batters and hit a guy.
He's been eager to score.
Here's the 1-1, and it's up high for ball 2.
Jumping at first. He was jumping at second.
Got a feeling he just wants to get something. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. And it'll just miss to make the count 3-1. Steam dugout really wanted it. 3 balls and a strike to Stigler. And pitch. Up high, ball 4. And the Joes have got him on the corners. Evan Ulrich coming up to the plate. Evan, the team leader in home runs, could make this a 6-3 ball game potentially.
Starting with Cal. Won't see him later. It's going to take a good effort to see Cal.
6-0 our score with runners on the corners and 2 outs. First pitch to Evan on the way, and he watches it by low for ball 1. On deck for the Joes is Clay Badalak. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Phillips, and it's in there for strike 1. Ulrich kind of jerked the bat, but didn't really swing necessarily. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch to Ulrich on the way. Big cut and a miss for strike 2. Steam got the Joes down to their final strike now. Here comes the 1-2. Called strike 3 in the bottom part of the zone, and Cincinnati has done it. In the final game of the season for the Steam, they knock off the Joes, and it's 9 no-hit innings from 7 different pitchers to complete a 6-0 victory. Joe's got a couple of base runners in the 9th, but Blake just weren't able to get it done. Not a huge deal, as like we mentioned, this game didn't really mean anything, so nothing to be too disappointed of on the Joe's side. And on the Steam side, you know, you were eliminated earlier today. Thought, you know, what's the fight going to look like in this team here tonight? Well, they certainly brought it, and they come away with a big victory to end off their season on a good note.
Yeah, looked really good from both sides. You know, barreled baseballs all the way through for the Joes. A couple of strikeouts, but other than that, the at-bats looked decent. It just seemed like one of those days where the balls were finding gloves, and that's just how it works in baseball some days. Some days the other team comes out and they fill it up, and it works into their advantage. Good job for the Steam, rounding out their season on a high note, winning their last 3, and they look to, you know, go to their fall seasons on a high note.
On a high note indeed. Cincinnati moves into a tie with the Joes, but it was already inevitable that they would not be able to make the playoffs as they did not win the season series. Joes won that 5-4. Cincinnati improves to 21-17. Joes fall to the same record, and that will conclude things tonight. Not the end of the Joes season, though. We'll be back in a couple of nights with the game 1 of the playoffs against the Licking County Settlers. That game will come from Denison University, a 7:05 start on Tuesday. We'll see you then. So that's our final coverage of the game. We'll still stay with you for the Casual Pint postgame. We'll be back with full wrap-up in just a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Back with the very quick Casual Pint post-game show. Not much to talk about other than what we just talked about. The Joes having a good game overall, but just weren't able to find some gaps. Winning pitcher Joey Perkins, as the Steam pitched 7 pitchers on the game. The Joes did almost the same. Losing pitcher Dawson Hall, who started, went 4 innings, 8 hits, and those 2 runs. That kind of propelled things for the Joes. Or for the Steam, rather. Final score 6-0 here from Roselawn, the secondary auxiliary field. No hits, no runs for the Joes, 1 error, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Steam. once, like we said, just a good game overall. Nothing hurt.
No, not at all. Yeah, you came into this game, like we mentioned earlier, and this one just felt like a pickup game more than anything else, with a lot of banter between the guys, a lot of fun. And, yeah, for the Joes, I mean, really nothing to play for. This did not affect things in any way, as that was already all determined by the game that wrapped up between Licking County and Southern Ohio earlier today. And now, just forget it. Take the off day, rest, recuperate, and get ready for the biggest game of the season as you begin the playoffs on Tuesday at Denison.
Biggest game of the season, game number 1 of the divisional series?
GLSCL South Division Series.
The GLSCL DS, the divisional series up at Big Red Stadium in Denison. Come out if you want, or watch us here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. We'll be at home on Wednesday. Make sure you come out and support the Joes, as that will be game number 2, and the, if necessary, game on Thursday back at Big Red Field. But concluding things here from Roselawn, 6-0. The Joes go down in no-hit fashion. The Cincinnati team round out their season on a high note. Blake Griffin, Luke Westpoli. We'll see you Tuesday.